Joining me, I have AJ Lafferty. AJ is a Marist graduate, and he is currently working for a local health and wellness tech startup company called Flowell. Um, During AJ's time at Marist, he was on the track team. Hi, AJ.
Hi
How you
Thomas,
doing?
how are you?
Good. How you doing? Just to
I'm
get
good,
us
thank you.
started, can you tell me a little bit about your experience on the track team? The best parts, the worst parts, anything interesting you want to bring up just to start off the bat?
I ran track for 4 years. The best part was like meeting people. I met a lot of people. Some people or a lot of people I'm still friends with that I met on the team. So that's definitely an awesome part. I also got to travel too. I went to Boston, New England, Virginia. Those are just a few places I went to, which is pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Uh,
Some of the bad stuff is just like time management. Obviously, being a student athlete can be a lot on your plate. So
mhm.
obviously having a busy schedule, that's also kind of hard. So time managing was pretty important. But overall, I had a really awesome experience being a student athlete.
Nice. My first question is, going into like leading up to an event, what would your feelings be? Would you be nervous, excited, or was there a lot of
Um,
build up as a team leading up to an event?
it would depend on the meet. Like the MAC championship, there was obviously a lot of adrenaline, a lot of excitement. But with every meet, there's a mix of emotions. There's being nervous, anxious, excited. You want to run well, but you also don't want to crack under pressure. So it's a mix of emotions, but every meet or every competition was always exciting just because you always want to beat your previous time. So that's always exciting.
And you said you always want to beat your previous time. That kind of leads into my next question. Do you feel track and field is like similar or different in terms of a team atmosphere? Like, what I mean is you're always running for a personal best every time, but how does like practicing with a team, being with a team, kind of take over when it's you're trying to beat your personal time?
Well, one of the reasons why I like track was because you can't really hide. You're kind of alone out there on the track. So whatever you run, that's what you run, and times don't lie. So that I enjoyed. But also it's fun being with the team because you get to obviously train with people. You kind of form a family in a sense that you train with people, you create bonds. So
Mhm.
it's definitely different from other sports, but I think it encompasses a lot of great aspects, such as like football, soccer, where you have that camaraderie,
Did you
leaderships.
play any other sports growing up that you can compare track to?
I played soccer, and then that's what how I got into track because I wanted to stay in shape for soccer. So there was
Mhm.
obviously like that team element where you communicate, you have leadership, you have communication. But then that's also why I like track. That's different from soccer is that you can kind of show what you can do on your own, and it's not always the same in football or soccer or any other sport.
Hmm. Okay. My next question is, do you feel, or looking back on your career at Marist, is there one event that stands out, uh, or one memory that you'll never forget when you are reflecting on your time as a part of the track team?
Uh, there was many times I can think of, but about a year or 2 years ago during the winter, Glenmore Osborne, who was a teammate of mine, he won the MAC championships in the 60,
Hmm.
running a MAC record, and this was his second meet running and joining the team, which is crazy. So that was definitely a memorable moment, and no one really thought that was going to happen. So that was really cool.
Okay, nice. And then my last question I got is, you ran the 400 and 500. What was your favorite thing to run?
Uh, I ran the 800 too and the mile, and I think the 800 was probably my favorite just because it's really competitive and it's a quick race too.
Hmm.
So anything could happen. It's pretty fun to race, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite just because of how difficult it is. So I'd say the mile is my favorite, even though that's a little longer.
Got it. All right. Thank you, AJ. That's all the time I got. I appreciate you being a part of this interview and taking your time.
No problem. Thank you.
All right.